Hi, I've made up this short video for some tips during the winter months to keep a bit warmer. Hopefully they won't cost you anything. I'm not very techy with cameras, so I will just read them out from a sheet and let you look at my peace lily in the sun. One idea I had, I just turn my sheet over. To keep an eye on the weather forecast on your phone or on the TV. Grayer clouds or grey rainy clouds tend to keep the earth warmer, so you might not need the heating as much. Make the use of the warm house that gets the sun during the day. If you're lucky enough to be home between 4 and 5, once the sun has gone in, make sure you close the curtains to keep the warmth in. Also, you can use bubble wrap if you put that on the bubble side to the window so it insulates. Just be careful with bubble wrap because it is flammable, and don't make the same mistake as I did and let it fall onto Just Use straighteners. Not a good idea. The other idea I had was when you vacuum, if you keep an eye on the weather for the coldest evening during the week, or if it's weekly or monthly vacuuming, the vacuums give off quite a bit of heat, so do the vacuuming on the coldest night or coldest day. Also, it's energetic, so it naturally keeps you warm. Also, when you wash your hair, if you use a blow dryer, a hair dryer, use it in the room that you want warmest. But just remember to clear up the hair after. Also, mirrors. You can put mirrors in the windows when it's a sunny day, and that naturally makes you feel a bit warmer. I'm just turning my sheet over. One thing I've done in the bathroom is I've got a fan in there. What I tend to do is I put the fan straight on after I've got out of the shower, and then close the door behind me and put a form of draft excluder so that any heat in the other rooms don't get sucked up by the bathroom fan. I've put a pillowcase underneath the door just to gap it as a draft excluder. They're the perfect size for the doorway, the length of the door as well. In the bedroom, to make the bed warmer, I felt it was the mattress getting a bit colder on a night. So what I've done was, if I've got any cushions on the bed during the day, on a night when I go to bed, I take them off and I put them underneath the bed. So if there is a bit of a draft, it will hopefully keep it away from the mattress. Also, what I've done is put some mattresses and some sheets that I've got that were spare underneath the bed, underneath the actual mattress, between that and the bed. Hopefully that keeps away a draft as well. I've also put a fleece blanket underneath the top sheet and between that and the mattress protector. This keeps it very warm. Sometimes it gets so warm that I have to take it out. And if you're lucky enough to have the menopause, that also keeps you naturally warm during the night. I know because I'm experiencing that at the moment. I've also made use of my summer dressing gown on top of the bed, so I don't waste that. On top of all the thick blankets, the wool blankets and the thick tog duvet, I've also got my winter dressing gown on top, so that's there for easy access in the morning, and easy access slippers. What else is there? I'm just reading it. Oh yes, I've also put radiator reflector. I'll show you this actually. Behind the radiators. That's quite good. So it reflects any heat, so any heat is reflected back into the room. Just going back to my sheet there. Oh, sorry, Peace Lily. What else is there? Sometimes I'm just reading my sheet. I've covered the menopause, right? Oh yeah, sometimes you could just go to bed earlier into a nice warm bed if you feel it's too cold and you really don't want to put the heating on. Sometimes if I feel really cold in here, I'll go out, have a quick walk, bit of exercise, and then you feel the benefit when you come back in. You're grateful for the heat when you come back in, and keep your coat on as long as you can, and then you do actually feel quite warm, so you're actually grateful of taking your coat off. If you got a car and you've had the heater on in the car, if you get back and it's not too late in your drive or in your outside. Just stay in the car till it gets colder. If it gets colder in the car, if you feel it's safe to do so, to make the most of that heat. Perhaps you can make a few phone calls and you don't need to be in the house to do that. Also, cook your main meals at work. Save a bit of money. I'm sure they don't mind paying for it. Have your hot meals at work and then a snack later or a colder meal later. You don't have to use the oven or anything. Seal up your letterbox, stop the drafts. Get an outside letterbox, that will help. Sometimes I think people do it on purpose if they put leaflets or those charity bags and it just leaves the letterbox open. Spend time in the kitchen when you're cooking and leave a chair or a stool in there so it encourages you to stay there. Perhaps you could watch your mobile phone in there, make a few phone calls. I use old pillowcases for draft excluders, and I have got a few draft excluders that I've already had, but the pillowcases tend to be the perfect length for it. I'm just reading through to make sure I've covered everything. Yes, I have. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching Peace Lily in the Sun. Hope they help you. Thank you.